Hi, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you know me, you already know my shtick, what I do around here, but if you don't, my name is Ella. I'm a 19-year-old crochet artist who's been crocheting for about 5.5 to 6 years now. Today, we're doing another inspo video because y'all liked the last one, so I'm gonna give you another inspo video. This time, it's a topic where a lot of people don't really make these, and I did not mention any in my last inspo video, if y'all remember the last one I did, and that is summer blankets. A lot of people usually don't make these because obviously blankets are for the wintertime, but they can be for the summertime. Some people make them, but not a lot. So it's kind of rare, but usually when people make summer blankets, they're nice, colorful, beachy, depending on what vibe they want. So I'm here to give you those inspos if you want to make a beach blanket or any summer blanket of that sort. So I have 15 items or inspos for y'all. Some of them are a little bit similar. Not really, some of them just a little bit, but they're all pretty diverse between different levels of beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Like the last inspo video, all the YouTube tutorials will be down in the description because I'm gonna give y'all free. Like, I'm not trying to gatekeep this for y'all. I want you to make these things so you can make them for the summertime or even for the fall, depending on what you want. All the tutorials for either the stitches or the blanket pattern will be all down in the description down below, so y'all can use them to make these blankets. Without further ado, let's get right into these blanket inspos. So the first one that I picked up is this wave blanket that has a seashell border and I think popcorn border as well below it. This one is really fun. I have done the wave stitch before. It's actually pretty easy. It's just like single crochets, half doubles, or doubles, or somewhat of that iteration, going up and then going back down. But it's really easy stitch, and this one's really good because it represents obviously the waves of the ocean. So I like how it captures that moment. There are going to be a lot of beach blankets in this, mind you, because obviously it's summertime. So, but this blanket is a really good, nice, basic, nothing too chaotic. So this is for my beginners. The next one is a little more diverse. So this is more for probably my intermediates or even my advanced people. But it's the retro 70s, 60s blanket that I have mentioned multiple times in the past with just different projects in general. These grading squares take like 3 business days to make. I'm not even joking. These take really long if you've never done them. So if you've never done them, please do practice ones if you want to make this blanket if you're a beginner. If you're intermediate or advanced and you've done these, knock yourself out, pick the colors you want, and make this beautiful blanket. It's giving midnight sun, if I'm being so for real. With the yellows, the pinks, and the different rays of pinks and yellows. Like, it is a very pretty blanket, and I feel like this would be if you're very much like retro, kind of girly with 60s, 70s, or just like a pop of color, this one is for you. So the next one I have is very much intermediate, or no, that's a lie, very much advanced. And I mean, like, you need to have a couple years around your belt to do this. It's this big ocean granny square blanket. Not all of them are granny squares. Some of them are actually just like square panels that you make with like doubles or half doubles, and you sew them together with the granny squares. But there's a lot of appliques. There's like fishes, there's orca and a shark and octopus. Like, there is a lot going on here to where it is very complicated. There's a lot of stitches going on. Like, there's a lot going on with this one. I'm not 100% sure if there's even a pattern for it. I will look at who the creator is, and if there is a pattern for this, I will link it or whatever. So this one might be the only one that is not free, but the rest of them are. But this is really diverse if you want kind of fun blanket, or for one for the kids, or just a really nice artistic piece in the household to really bring out that beachy vibe in whatever room that you want it to have in. So after that complicated mess, we're back to a little bit more simpler. And this is a big gray square blanket, obviously, with more pastel colors. And the border is pretty much, I think, half double crochets. You can do any border with these. Like, they're so diverse. You can do a shell, you can do moss stitch, half double, single crochet. It don't matter. They are so diverse with these. These are really good for even like scraps or just stash busters that you just want to get rid of a lot of yarn. Like, I've done these multiple times. Like, I have the one on my bed, the gray stripe one I have. That one I sleep with every night. So this one is a really good one for if you want just a nice, simple blanket, nothing too chaotic, and just want to get rid of some yarn or anything for the summertime that are summer colors. Now jumping back to a little more intermediate level, since we had a little bit of hectic with advanced and then jumping back and forth. So we're gonna get to intermediate now, and the next one is this multi-stitch kind of beach blanket. This one is giving very much beach because the tans, the whites, the blues, and there's a lot of different stitches here. So this is honestly just a basis. You could freehand this if you want. There are a lot of stitches you can do. You can try to replicate this one, but with this one you could pretty much freehand with any stitches you want or know, or you can add new stitches that you have learned. So this one's a really good one to learn new stitches and to use as a beach blanket, because when you're done with it, it's so diverse all the way through, and it is a really good advanced piece for people to see and to have in your household. So with this next one, it's more back to the basics, but up a little bit. It's this multi-granny square blanket, and they're all solid granny squares, which a lot of people do these blankets or do these squares, but most people try to do the normal granny squares, which I feel like these ones, once you get to know the pattern and everything, and like how the rotations go, the rounds, you can pretty much get into this. But this is a really cute blanket with the blues and everything, and this one will be also a good one for like picnics and stuff, especially with the vibe that it's capturing. But this one's a nice simple blanket for my beginners. So this one's kind of beginner intermediate, however you want to take it. But this is a checker blanket, but with the white it's just simple stitches of double crochet, and then the other squares are, looks like clusters of double crochet in a V stitch. So that's a little more complicated, but it's just that in a checker format. So you can do the white ones all white, and then the other ones do different colors for each one, or do them all the same colors. But this one, she did arrays of like oranges, peaches, pinks, kind of giving that very summery vibe. And I feel like this one's a really good one because the colors are really bright, and it's a very summery blanket, and I actually really like this one, and I haven't really seen it be done before in this way for checker blankets. But this one's a really good one if you want to kind of get into the vibe of having checker blankets if you haven't even made checker patterns yet. Speaking of checker patterns, this one is kind of similar, but it is more specific. This is a Gingham, I think I'm pronouncing that right, correct me if I'm not, but Gingham blanket. These ones are really good for picnics as well, and you can do these in any color you want. You can do yellow, you can do blue, green, red, purple, pink, any color of the rainbow. Like, you can do pretty much any color with these, and it still look really beautiful because of how it is worked. I've never done Gingham patterns before, so I'm not really 100% sure how the pattern is, but there will be a pattern description, like I said before in the beginning of the video, for this one especially. And I know this one's a little more diverse, but once you get to know the pattern, it should be pretty much smooth sailing from there. But this one is also a really good picnic blanket. Now this one is, I would say, more intermediate advanced, but it's also one I've never really seen before. It's this fruit blanket, but specifically with oranges and limes and lemons, and also grapefruit. So it's a little more diverse, you know, representing different fruits and all that. But I also really like it because it gives off 100% summer with the fruits and the vibe, like the teal and the white. And it's just a really pretty blanket. If you have made oranges before, then you're already pretty much there. I don't know if these are appliques or if they are built into the granny square, but I will put somewhat of a tutorial to make the oranges or to make orange granny squares to make this blanket. Because if there's a pattern for how to make orange granny squares, like the orange and then granny square around it, then that's pretty much all you need. In the board, you can do whatever you want. But this one would be really cute as a cute throw blanket, or even one to have on your front porch, or to have as a family blanket. Now we're kind of getting to a little bit florals for a minute. Back to the florals, because we have the 70s retro blanket. This one's more like floral. That one's more like funky retro. This is floral. And speaking of that, this is the floral mandala blanket. It's obviously worked in squares, so it looks really nice. I do like how it's kind of more like zigzag bottom and top, so it's not just straight all the way around. It has a little bit of shape to it, and I do really like that. Obviously, you can do a border with this. You don't have to do a straight like how they did it here. We will find flower mandala patterns for you guys for this one. Probably different arrays depending on which flower you want to do. So, but this one's a really good one if you kind of want to get into the mandala effect and kind of get into that, like how I'm doing with my Mandela blanket, which I have started on it again because I got more yarn for it. So if y'all want a video back on my Mandela blanket, please let me know because I will give you that, and I'm almost done. I have like 20 rows left. This one is really nice and will introduce you to the Mandela journey and how to make Mandela blankets if you want to make more of those. That's how I kind of got into it. But this one's also a really good one to show off your skills and to have as a really, like, almost like in a book corner or in an office. If you're more of a floral girl, this one would be a really good one to bring out that aesthetic even more. Speaking of flowers again, we are going back to the basics and doing a tulip blanket. I have done this stitch before and it's really fun. It is in 3 pieces though, so it's like the stem, the flower, and then the row on top and bottom to make the whole stitch. Like that's the whole stitch, is like 3 rows of different stitches to make that one stitch or that one flower. It is a beautiful piece and they're really pretty, and obviously you can do any border for this. This one they did like a piccolo or pico kind of border for it. This one is a really nice one to do. Still kind of give florals if the Afghan or the Mandela one was too complicated. Revert back to this one and it would still kind of give off that same vibe in a way. This is an alternative for the Mandela one, so but it will still give you the floral spring summer vibe that you still want to give to the space that you want to have this blanket in, either your room, living room, your dorm room if you're going to college or whatever, or anything of that sort, just to bring out that aesthetic. Now this one was trending around TikTok for a hot minute, and it is basic, but I would say this is beginner intermediate, and it's this granny square blanket, but it's a multi-granny square blanket. So there's big, there's small, there's medium. Basic for this one, you just need a basic granny square pattern, like know how to do the granny squares. But the one thing that you do need is the format, which there are multiple formats on Pinterest. If you just look up the name of the blanket and the format, a lot of people will have formats for it to whatever format you want to do. So there's some that are different a little bit. Most of them are pretty much the same, but some of them have a few little tweaks. But this one is really cool because you can get rid of a lot of scrap yarn with this, like super tiny ones or big ones. So this is a really good scrap blanket, and to make it a little more colorful for the summertime. We're down to our last few, so bear with me here. The next one we have is more flowers again. But this one's more a little bit intermediate. So we have a beginner, we have an intermediate, and we have an advanced. So this is for my intermediates. And we have the iconic Sunburst blanket. This one is really popular with any project. It could be coasters, bags, hats, blankets, whatever, tops. It's literally anything. This one is really popular in the community. There are a crap ton of Sunburst patterns out there. If you just know how to do the granny square, then you're pretty much set, and you can just connect them like usual and slap a border on however you want to do it. But these ones are really fun because you can do it in any color. It will still give out that floral aesthetic for you guys, and I think it's really good. I've done these before, not a lot lately, but I have done these and they are really fun to do, and they do give up a good bit of yarn. Like I'll say, if you have like tiny pieces of yarn that you need to get up, then you can use them to make these summer squares. But this one's also a good one for anything you want to do, florals for a certain aesthetic, or for to give up the room that vibe. I do really like these, and they're super fun and not as complicated as you think at first glance. I know 2 now, and this one's more, I'd say intermediate, but I have seen a lot of people do it, and I want to see more of them because they're so pretty. It's this sun and moon inspired blanket. These are obviously built into the granny square, so there will be granny square videos to do the moon and the sun. I'm not just going to give you one, I'm going to give you both. Just so if you want to do all sun, if you want to do all moon, or do a mix of both, like how this one is. But this one gives, if you, like, it's giving like midnight, it's giving like summer nights in a way, or very like kind of medieval times, like those like fancy storybooks. Like it's giving that vibe in a way, and it's really pretty, and I love how the gold really brings it all together with the dark blue and then the medium dark blue. I love how they did it for the sun, the moon, and then the border. It really brings it out as a whole, and it would be a beautiful blanket for any room that you want to try to do. Or even like if you have like a dark aesthetic or a fantasy aesthetic, this would be perfect for your room. Or if you just like space in general, this would be a really good blanket if you want to capture this vibe. So the last and final blanket we have is a very, 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 very basic blanket to do, and it's this wave blanket. Not wave, I think it's a zigzag is what the stitch is called, or the pattern. It's not fully wave like the first one in the beginning of the video, but this one's more of a zigzag iteration of it. And this one is an ombre, so it's the tan to light to medium to dark blue, like the ocean. This one is really fun, and it's really basic, and is a good like beginner stitch if you want to kind of get into more complex stitches. Not super complex, but like complex to where, you know, you gotta do some increases to make the pattern or anything like that. This one is really good, and it also lets you practice on ombres, because ombres are really hard to do with yarns. And I know this one's kind of like choppy with like how the yarns are, but there are certain ways to do blendable ombres, which if you want me to talk on that, I can. Or you want more explanation of that, because I did see a TikTok creator figure it out, or how to do it in a way, and it's actually quite genius. But if you want to do it in a blending style, let me know and I'll find the creator on how they did it to where it's like a blendable ombre and not super choppy like stripes like this one. But either way, this one's really good as like beach blanket, or even a picnic blanket, or just a nice lounge blanket in the house. But this one really captures the ocean and the beach. But I did see other iterations of this, which it's this base blanket, but they add like sea turtles, dolphins, starfish on it, like to really bring out the beach aesthetic. But if you want the tutorial on how to do the little appliques as well, I can put a link or a YouTube video link down below, or let you know what account has the pattern for it, so you're able to figure out how to do the little appliques if you want to add that on top as well. But that is the last of all the inspos. I hope y'all got some inspiration in your mind, you know what to make. And I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I wanted to do blankets because I kind of think summer blankets are a little underrated in a way, because a lot of people don't make them, and I feel like they should be more seen and be made more. So that's why I'm giving y'all the inspiration to do said the blankets and everything like that. As per usual, all my social media platforms will be down in the description down below. I have an Instagram, I have a TikTok, and I have a Lemonade. And I'm also on here. As you can see, you're watching my video. Please follow me on here if you like to give a local creator a subscribe, and follow me on this journey to release my business and to be a full-time content creator for the crochet community. Speaking of business, as you can tell, I did tell you in the last video or the past couple of videos that I am doing a Shopify instead. I've been really busy lately, so I haven't really gotten to upload the Shopify, and as of me reporting this, or this being uploaded, it will be middle of July, and there will be no Shopify once again. I'm gonna try to cram it and at least get it up, and then really the only thing I need to do is just tags, like the brand, like my tags and stuff. That's the only thing I'll really have to order, I'm guessing. But that's pretty much it. I am gonna try to get this uploaded, and if I don't get it uploaded during July, it will get uploaded in August, which I know that kind of sucks because I already have summer products already up and ready, and I do not want to hold them and wait for next summer. So I am gonna still sell them, but I will be also adding autumn stuff to my shop as well in the beginning as well. So it will just be like two collections. Like you'll see like my autumn stuff and my summer stuff. So my summer stuff will be up to sale, but the thing is that it's gonna be probably low stock on those and more higher stock on the fall stuff. But I'm still gonna try to shoot for July at least, so that y'all can at least look at them and order them. You could either stock up for summer with them, or if you're going on vacation, you can still get them. But yeah, I'm gonna try to strive for hopefully still July, if not August. I am going to try my hardest though, because this week I'm busy, all next week I'm busy, and then the following week after that I am still busy as well. But I am going to try to get it all done, set up. Hopefully next week I can, because I am working 5 days next week. So Monday, Tuesday I'll probably talk to my parents and try to get the Shopify uploaded, and also order my tags once I probably get that Shopify up and running. So, but that's pretty much all that on the Shopify situation. Like always, let me know what else you want to see next time, if that's another inspo video, and if so, what inspo do y'all want me to do next time, so I know what y'all inspo are craving for, so that I can give you the content that you want to see and you guys keep coming back to my channel every week or every 2 weeks. But let me know what y'all want to see next so that I'm able to give you that content like I just said, and so you can still follow me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time for another inspo video or another crochet vlog. Bye!